Otto Hightower is not loyal to Alicent, and Alicent is terrified not only of him, but Rawrist and every other man in her life. My, Alicent, the tangled webs we weave. So first, let's talk about Otto and Alicent. Otto Hightower would throw his daughter Alicent under the bus, or I guess down the tower stairs, in a heartbeat to save himself or lift up his house's power or station. Because honestly, Otto and Alicent's relationship has always been not great. He definitely uses his daughter as a chess piece in his own game for power. Whether it's getting his daughter to slowly seduce the king,
which is why I sent for you. I thought you might go to him, offer him comfort.
In his chambers?
Cause division between her and Rhaenyra?
King will die. It may be months or years, but he'll not live to be an old man. And if Rhaenyra succeeds him, war will follow, do you understand? The realm will not accept her, and to secure her claim, she'll have to put your children to the sword. She'll have no choice.
Or go behind her back to put her son on the throne.
With his last breath, he impressed upon the Queen his final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
Then we may proceed now with the full assurance of his blessing on our long-laid plans.
Yes.
Otto is out for himself. But in his defense, that is what most lords do, even in our own non-magical medieval history. Kids are a political tool, male and female. They're just in a patriarchy, so Otto can control his daughter much better than any sons, though he still has considerable control over them. So here is Olivia's statement on Alicent and Otto's relationship going into Season 2. She is no longer the little girl that he can just pimp out. She is a worthy confidant and an equal in this game of thrones. She's become incredibly formidable. He is incredibly proud at what he thinks he created and molded because, of course, these narcissistic fathers have to take all the credit. He wouldn't be too stupid to undermine the power that she can possess and the lengths she'd go to protect her children. Similarly, I think there is a wariness. Even though she knows her father loves her, I don't think he would spare her if it came down to a choice between him or Alicent, and she knows that. That's pretty dark if you think about it, knowing that your own father would not save you if it meant he couldn't save himself. Also, Otto doesn't actually believe Alicent's story that Viserys named her son heir. So the director of episode 9 stated on Alicent telling Otto that Viserys wanted Aegon to be king. Then she goes and tells her dad. Otto thinks, oh, she's pretending. She didn't really know what he said, but she knows exactly what she's doing and going up in my estimation because she's playing this game now. He can't let go of the idea that she's lying. So, that's a double whammy for Alicent. Not only does she know my dad would kill me in a heartbeat to save himself, but also she realizes he doesn't believe her. Now, besides being scared of Otto and realizing that Otto isn't on her side, Olivia talked about how Alicent is afraid of all the men in her life because she realizes how dangerous they are and how far they'll go for her, which shouldn't shock her, but, here we are. Okay, first Rawrist, because my god is Criston a whole bag of crazy. Olivia Cook believes that Rawrist holds a bit more power over her because he's kind of a psycho. So here is what Olivia said on the current power dynamic between her character and Rawrist. She knows what Rawrist can do, how powerful he is, and how he won't stop shy of killing his entire family in order to progress in court. The dynamic shifts slightly all the time over the scene. He probably holds more weight. It's difficult because she has no choice but to go along with a lot of things that he does. She needs information. Ultimately, she knows how she's going to get it. If she doesn't have the information, it could result in her death, or in her usurpation, or in her children's death. I don't think any of this is taken lightly. It's just an absolute necessity, unfortunately. I don't think there's any manipulation going on. It's just she needs the information, and this is how she gets it. It's disgusting, it's demeaning, it's assault, but she's not really left with any choices. She's surrounded herself with psychopaths and murderers. There's no one else to turn to. Yeah, it's so crazy what happens when you make friends so that you can defy your husband's wishes for years on end and harass his daughter, your stepdaughter, forcing her to be an outcast.
Now she expects us to ignore her transgressions and for me to marry my only daughter to one of her plain featured sons. You may do as you wish, husband. When I am cold.
Alicent should be afraid of Rawrist though. But now let's talk about Criston, which have we decided on their ship name yet? Is it Aliton or Crescent? I would go for just scumbags. So Olivia talked on her scary relationship with Criston, sharing, "It's a weird dynamic, Alicent and Criston Cole's relationship, and I think there's simmering undertones of something. He's casting a light onto her. He's a virile man, and that's the only version she has ever had in her life. She's probably very confused where their relationship stands. I think there's something weird between them that you see in episode 9. I think there's an appreciation of his duty and his loyalty, but also it's a fear of him as well." Yeah, Olivia Cooke claims that Alicent didn't even know how far Criston would go for her, like with the whole Beesbury incident. So Olivia Cooke stated, "It's difficult because I don't think it's love, but it's an appreciation for what he will do for her, and he'll be completely undoubting when she requests something of him. She doesn't have anyone like that in the castle, but I don't think she was aware of the extremes that his loyalty will go to when he kills Lyman Beesbury right in front of her." Alicent, he straight up murdered a dude in front of you at your stepdaughter's wedding. What are you talking about you didn't know? Now, if you look at all these crazy fears that Alicent has of Otto and Rawrist and Criston, this is the crazy part about all of this. Rhaenyra tried nonstop to be Alicent's friend and do everything she asked.
And for any offense given by mine, I apologize. But we are one house. And long before that, we were friends.
Sooner or later you may get one who looks like you.
Alicent created the distance. Alicent created the animosity. If Alicent had stayed friends with Rhaenyra, she wouldn't have had to have any fear for her children.
Cut off any challenge to her succession. You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon! Simply by living and breathing!
Alicent created her own situation.
The debt to be paid. I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
Which is made all the more hilarious when Alicent realizes at the final dinner with all of them, wow, I am so wrong. Rhaenyra should be queen. Because as I covered before, Sarah Hess, writer for House of the Dragon and that scene, shared what Alicent was going through inside her head when she heard her husband's final words. I know what my feeling is, and I later talked to actor Olivia Cooke about it, and she had the same feeling. When she misunderstood him and hears him saying, "I want Aegon to be king," which is not what he's saying, but what she sincerely understands him to be saying, that her thought at that moment was, oh fucking Christ. She was genuinely ready to let it go. She was like, you know what, Rhaenyra's going to be queen, it's fine. I'm tired of being angry all the time, I'm done, this is the end. And then she says that, and she's super annoyed. It just makes everything so much more tragic. Oh, Alicent, why couldn't you just spend your time throwing parties and flouncing around with your lady friends? Because Alicent, your fear isn't just going to stop with your father, Rawrist, and Criston. I'm sure pretty soon you're going to become terrified of Aegon II when you realize you can't boss him around anymore. Would you trust someone with severe daddy issues to rule the realm?
No. Try so hard, but it will never be enough for you or father.
A man that stole the throne from his sister with glee? A man that doesn't even love his own sister wife.
Nothing in common.
She's our sister.
You marry her then.
I would perform my duty, if Mother had only betrothed us.
If only.
It would strengthen the family, keep our Valyrian blood pure.
She's an idiot.
She's your future queen.
Aegon II. Bad for the throne, bad for the realm.